take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all, just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't chain me down, I feel so alive. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turn me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light. Turn up the light. This is what I waited for. 'Cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more. 'Cause the time keeps turning, feels just like it speeds up. It's what I waited for. Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind, can't shake the light. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. Just wanna feel the stars surround, the atmosphere never to come down. I'll stand alone, whether right or wrong. It takes me home, right where I belong. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turn me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light. Turn up the light.
ground shake.
See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Visag back on the call with you tonight for the final day of the Epic Conference semifinals. Glad you could join us here tonight. We could have 2 games, we could have 3 games, we could have 4 games. Those are your options. There are no other options. Those are the only ones that you get. It is going to be a fantastic bout of games right here, starting off with Wildcats at Serpents. Serpents won game yesterday, crazy game, 14-11, and they've got a chance here to lock in their place in the conference finals. And they're going to start out right here with a pop-up behind the plate, right to Ron Cox, picks that up for the first out in today's game. Rustin Baldwin lines that right to Veranda Wall for the second out. Whitney comes up to bat. Titch Overly gets the call for the Serpents for game number 2. Quickly 0-2 to Whitney. Foul back, we'll do it again. And he rang him up. Whitney caught looking. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the first inning as we get the first look at the Serpents for today's game 2. A lot of the same lineups for most of these teams, especially once you start to get into the conference semifinals and onwards. These are teams that have solidified everything pretty much. Skulls, of course, haven't changed a single thing. We'll get to see them take on the High Rollers. This one is popped foul. 2-2 to Caramel Apple. Swing and a miss. She rang her up. Becky Mess gets the start for the Wildcats and strikes out Apple here to start the bottom of the first. Shallandavar. 1-2 pops this into right, and plenty of time to make the catch is Beleen Curtis for out number 2. And here is Ron Cox. 2-0. And quickly behind 3-0 is Becky Mess. Finds his own. And Becky Mess will walk around Cox, and this inning will continue. Brings up Veranda Wall. She was hot hitting at the bottom of the lineup for the Serpents earlier this season. Finally gets the call up into the cleanup spot. See if she can do damage here with 2 outs and a runner on first. Swing and a miss. She rang her up. Wall goes down swinging. Serpent strand 1. Head to the top of the second inning. Hiker, Fury, Jimbo due up for the Wildcats.
Number 22.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He rang him up. Overly continues right where they picked off in the first. Brings up Emmett Fury. Wildcats are a team that are sneakily very powerful out to play as that one's lined right to Henry for out number 2. And here comes the bottom of the order, Bobby Jimbo. First pitch swinging, this is deep into left field, is striking back, and it will hit off of the wall. And the Wildcats get a single here. Bobby Jimbo off of the left field wall. We are in Big Sky Park, so those walls aren't too far back. Very, very tall. And now Chico Island with a runner on first. That's down. 2-0, this is Swan deep into left field. Will hit the wall. No, Caramel Apple at the warning track. Similar situation to the bottom of the first. Wildcats unable to capitalize. We head to the bottom of the second, and it'll be Carol Henry to lead things off. And that's right to Rustin Baldwin for out number 1. That is true. I didn't realize it, Whitney. It was actually the first hit of the game. Ron Cox, scores, got walked. Brings up Yeti Olsen after that pop-up. And this will be lined right to Hiker. And it's up in the bag for the second out. Brings up Mac Rodriguez, number 7 in the lineup. 1-2 the count. And this one is jacked. This is heading deep into center field. It's at the track. It's at the wall. It's out of here. A long bomb for Mac Rodriguez. And the Serpents take the lead. That ball had about 10 miles in height. And when it came down, the center fielder still waved that they were going to get it. No jump. Serpents take a 1-0 lead. And he gets rung up there. But not before a home run puts the Serpents on the board. We head to the top of the third. 1-0 Serpents.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
Again, in terms of what's at stake, win by the Serpents here, and they're on to face the winner of High Rollers and the Skulls series. Serpents, a team that just manages to find success in the postseason year after year, as that's lined right to Carol Henry. Steps on the bag for out number 1.
The catcher, number 4. That's inside.
Who's everyone cheering for in the chat? Jillian Sorelli, right to Carol Henry. Henry, the first baseman, have had a lot of work so far in the first 3 innings.
The right fielder, number 44.
Whitney wants me to lose my voice tonight, which is I'm all for, seeing as we will not have any games tomorrow. For those of you who haven't been checking the Discord, we will have the Epic and Heroic Conference series next week, Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday if necessary, as that's right to Randall Theodorus. Just makes it a little bit simpler. And then Super Series will be the first week of the year. 2021, starting out with the Super Series. It's going to be an interesting postseason, as that one's right up the middle, and that's going to bring a runner aboard for the Serpents here in the bottom of the third inning. Of course, a lot of the teams that started out strong, Moonshots, Dragons, Ball Players, none of them here. Dragons didn't even qualify for the playoffs after starting 6-0. And then the Ball Players and the Moonshots losing out. Ball Players in the playoff round.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Really, in terms of the teams that we expected to be here, Skulls are the only ones that make sense. A lot of question marks around the Wildcats this season, especially with the move to send Hatman and get Sorelli. And now Aggie is in contention for a Manager of the Year. Full count to Shallon DeVar. Fuck you, lasers. I'm kidding, man. And DeVar will intermark, so runners on first and second with the 1 out now.
Now batting, the catcher, number 37.
Heroic is going to be
Ball inside.
battle between the Lumberjacks and the Retrievers. The Retrievers, another team, knowing to get there, as that one's going to go off the glove of Sorelli, but runners will stay at first and second. Puppet is also in the running for a Manager of the Year. And this one is popped into left. Will it get down? Yes, it will. Chico Island with the runner held up at second, and they get the out at third. A little bit of a base running goof there. And 2 outs now. Runners on first and second for Veranda Wall. She struck out with Ron Cox on first in the second inning. See what she can do here. This is right in front of Sorelli. Throw to first in time, so Serpents threaten. They get nothing from it. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Serpents lead 1-0.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 30.
What made me the villain in a fake trade? What would that have entailed? Yeltsin throw to first in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5.
High Rollers are not a surprise. They had a phenomenal season last year, just getting knocked out in postseason. They'll be filing for a game 3 as that one's off the glove of Morrison, and the runner will get to first. What was in that 5-team trade?
The first baseman, number
Because I can tell you whether or not it would have actually happened.
That's inside.
I have heard nothing of a 5-team trade. I'll let you guys know, I have had no teams contact me about any trades. Which is surprising given how any one of them could be left for the right price. As this one is popped back. 1-2 to Alan Hiker. 2-2. That one's lined up the middle. A pitiful dive there. As Yeti Olsen fell down. Runners on first and second now for Emmett Fury. This is the Wildcats' best chance so far of the day. One out. And this one is lined into center. Will it get down? It will! And the Wildcats are going to be on the board. Runners will head through. It's going to be a RBI double. Runners on second and third with one out. And the Wildcats have tied this game. Right to Carroll Henry, and that was definitely needed. Now brings up Chico Island. Runners in scoring position. They need a win here to force a game three. Game 3 tonight. And that one is just off of the glove of Morrison. That had about 5 feet of height there. And as a result, the Runners will score. It's now 3-1 Wildcats off of the second Morrison error of the inning. Wildcats converting on their first great opportunity of the night. 2-2 to Dash Bango. This one is lined out into right. And that one's going to get down. DeVar will make the throw to third. Runner is going in and going down. Jalen DeVar with a throw from deep and right. Fantastic. Get him out play. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Serpents now down 3-1. Three 3-1 to Carroll Henry here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Full count. That one's right to Alan Hiker, and he'll step on the bag for the first out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7.
Really, the story of the Serpent season has got to be those pitching moves, both in the off season, as this one's lined up. Yeti Olsen through the center for a single. Both before the season and during the season. Really just strengthened that pitching core. Obviously, Stitch Overly not great last inning. But really, it was Morrison and the infield that didn't bail him out there. That's been a major reason why they were able to upset the ball players. That one's just foul. As they had to compete in what was probably the most intense as she ran up. Caught swinging. What was probably one of the most difficult divisions in the entire league between the Skulls ball players. Who else was in that division? It was Skulls ball players and Serpents. Allen's right to Fury, throw to first in time. Beginning of the season looked like that division was just unbelievably stacked.
The catcher, number 4.
Wildcats have always been a team that just finds a way to win. As they came out of a interesting division. Able to take over the High Rollers as he rang him up. Stitch Overly. Nice work there to get Sorelli.
Number 44.
Right up the middle, picked up by Morrison. This time, sure hands, throw to first in time. Brings up Rustin Baldwin with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Right to Yeti Olsen, throw to first. 1-2-3, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still a 3-1 Wildcats game. Morrison and top of the order due up for the Serpents.
Second baseman, number 17.
Right up the middle, leadoff single for the Serpents here in the bottom of the inning. Morrison redeems from his mistakes, and that brings up Carmel Apple 0 for 2 so far today.
Number 15.
Popped up behind the plate, Sorelli. Grabs it for the first out.
Now batting, the right
Brings up the gunner, Shalon Navar. Great throw to end the bleeding in the 4th inning. This one deep into right field and caught by Boleen Curtis for the 2nd out. So just like that, 2 outs, and here is Ron Cox as the runner on first.
number 37. No, outside. Strike. No.
2-1 to Cox. And Bean in the shoulder. Becky Mess, now what you want to see from her. Runners on first and second now. Becky Mess is tense, and here is Veranda Wall with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Great opportunity here for the Serpents. And Wall will hit this into right, but subtly underneath it is Curtis. And for the 3rd time tonight, Veranda Wall comes up with runners on base and is not able to convert.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 5.
Yeah, I totally agree, Pandora. This one's popped up, swung on. Gail Henry, right on the foul line, will make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Brings up Alan Hiker.
22. No, low.
And Hiker will get aboard with 1 out. Not a ton of speed, so it's going to have to be some hot hitting. And right as I say that, here comes Emma Fury, who had the RBI double to put the Wildcats up,
Strike.
or rather to get them on the board, as that one's by Ron Cox's legs, and the not speedy Hiker makes it to second. Right to Morrison, throw to first in time, but he does advance the runner to third. And so now Bobby Jimbo,
Number 2.
ladies and gentlemen, he's neutral, but his stats are packed right now because he's an RBI man. And he's gonna bring in another runner, Bobby Jimbo's 2nd hit of the day. And he's gonna have himself an RBI double as it's 4-1 Wildcats.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 28.
Brings up Chico Island.
Strike.
He had a 2 RBI single that first put the Wildcats ahead in the 4th inning. And that one's lined right to DeVar for the 3rd out. Wildcats get 1. We get to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 3-run deficit for the Serpents. Henry, Olsen, Rodriguez due up.
Number 44.
And they need to start finding some answers now. Mess is tense and is at 75 pitches now.
Strike.
So if the Serpents are going to capitalize, they need to do it this inning. Before they get into the Wildcats bullpen, which is a little bit stacked, especially if Hal Oldman comes in. This one's into left, tracking towards the wall, but in the warning track, Chico Allen is there for the 1st out.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Brings up Yeti Olsen.
7. Strike.
Mess back to neutral, but is on her 81st pitch, and Olsen finds the gap. And he's got some speed, so runner on first, 1 out. And here comes Mac Rodriguez. He already had a deep home run to center to put the Serpents up 1-0. Summers would love to see some production from him as Becky Mess is back down to tense. 1-2. Just misses the bottom of the zone. And gets him to chase high. Mac Rodriguez is out, and that'll bring up Randor Theodoris with a runner on first and 2 outs. Becky Mess back to neutral. She's been bouncing between neutral and tense since, honestly, probably about the 4th inning. Runner's gonna take out for a second. The throw is gonna be in time. Zarelli, cannon arm, and we head to the top of the 7th inning. Wildcats still have a 4-1 lead.
The designated hitter, number 4. Ball inside.
Dash Bango lead things off for the Wildcats here in the top of the seventh. See if they can get some insurance runs. Yeah, Aggie, the beanballs. That's right to veranda wall for the first out. And here is Sorelli. Just gunned down a runner to end the bottom of the sixth. See if she can produce here. And that one's just past the glove of Yeti Olsen, and it goes past the glove of Randor Theodoris. I mean, ladies and gents, that's a double on the score sheet for Jillian Sorelli. And this is line into center. Randor Theodoris is there. He's going to throw home. The ball is going not to be in time. An RBI double. It's 5-1 now.
Third baseman, number 30. Inside.
Brings up Rustin Baldwin.
That's down.
Into left, tracking and making the catch is Carl Apple for the second out. So Yeti Olsen yet again falls down and doesn't get the ball, and then a little bit of a miscue from Theodoris. And that'll do it for Stitch Overly. 6.2 innings pitched. 5 earned runs. Actually, how many of those are earned? That might have only been 1 earned run. Popped up into infield. We'll have a look at the score sheets to see how many earned runs that would have been. And Morrison makes catch for the third out. Into the bottom of the seventh. I want to thank you everyone for tuning in here in the seventh inning stretch to the final day of Epic Conference semifinal action. FISAC here on the call. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Maybe give us a subscription, a Prime Gaming sub if you happen to have it. We'd love if you send that our way. If not, make sure you're part of Discord. Joining all shenanigans as we're closing in on the end of Season 5 right here on Twitch. 1 out, and this one is popped into right. Should be the second out as Curtis is there.
Now back. The left.
And that brings up Caramel Apple.
Number 15.
Becky Mess, 94th pitch. Serpents just weren't able to capitalize on Becky Mess's tense nature, and Mess walks, and we'll see if Holt Oldman gets the call here. It's going to be facing Sean Navarre, and it's going to be Fanny Minshew to come in for Becky Mess. 6.2 innings pitched for Becky, only 1 run, and the first pitch swung on is into left center. Bobby Jimbo is there, and he'll make the throw in. Runner will hold at third. First pitch swung on, and here is Ron Cox with runners on first and third and 2 outs. 1 swing away from making this a 1-run game. 2-1 from Minshew. Finds the outside corner of the zone there. 2-2. Misses low. Nice take there. Full count. Runner at first will go. Long foul ball. We'll do it again. And Cox walks that one. So bases are now loaded for Veranda Wall. She came up once with wrong hugs at first, didn't convert. She has come up 2 other times with the base load, and the runners are heading. They drove back. That could have been dangerous. Wall with a chance for redemption. She hasn't knocked in any runners, and this time she does. Up the middle, Bobby Jimbo. He'll throw to hold the runner at second. 2-run score. And just like that, it's now 5-3. Cale Henry now with runners on first and second and 2 outs. It'll be a 2 RBI single for Veranda Wall. And Minshew now with a 2-1. Popped up behind the plate. Will that get out? And it just barely will. All right, up the middle, Finshew makes the throw to first. Not before 2 score. It's now just a 2-run game. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Hiker, Fury, Jimbo due up for the Wildcats.
The first baseman, number 22.
And first pitch swung on. That one's right into center. So the Wildcats offense saw the bottom of the seventh and thought, we're not going to have this.
Number 31.
And they come out aggressive here, and Emmett Fury now. Maybe the best bat in the lineup, and he's got another single. Quickly, back-to-back singles here to lead off the top of the 8th inning, and it spells danger for the Serpents right now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And here is Bobby Jimbo. He's got a double. He's got a single. An RBI single at that. He's an RBI man. He's at the plate. Can he get a triple? Can he get a home run? What can't Bobby Jimbo do? He's got a 3-1 count from Blast Archies. Takes a high strike, full count. And he fouls that one out. We'll do it again. And Bobby Jimbo deep into center. And he's got a single, he's got a double, and he's got a fly out. One out now here in the top of the 8th inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 28.
Whitney, how long ago was that Mr. Catch in center field? I feel like we've had a couple of those this season. And he rang him up. Las Archies gets Chico Island looking, and quickly we go from Mers on first and second with no outs to 2 outs with Dash Bango up. 1-1. Right to Carroll Henry, so stuff on the bag. So 2 back-to-back singles, but nothing comes of it. We get to the bottom of the 8th inning. Serpents down to their last 6 outs if they want to try and prevent a game 3.
Number 7.
Oh yeah, Asiago. Man. Yeah, that was just a tough game. Jimbo, Vernite. I think I was on the call for the Vernite one. Popped up. Behind the plate. Should be enough room. Just off of the net there. 1-2 to Yeti Olsen. 2 singles. And lines that one to Emmett Fury. Throw to first for the first out. And after coming in and really screwing things up, Benny Minshew is back to neutral. And Mac Rodriguez is back on, and that one's going to get past Bobby Jimbo. He's got a single, he's got a double, he has a fly out, and now he made an error there in center field. As that turns into a double for Mac Rodriguez, and here's Randor Theodorus one swing away from tying up this game. Benny Minshew is back down to tense. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Popped into center. Bobby Jimbo's there. That should be deep enough, or rather shallow enough that the runner won't take off. So 2 outs now. And here is Leon Morrison, 2 for 3, 2 singles. He's had a couple of fielding errors, and he's not even going to get a chance to hit. Rhino Stacey is going to come in, going for the power. 1 swing from a tie game. And this one is heading deep into right field. Doesn't have enough. At the warning track is Baleen Curtis. And we're about 10 feet away from a tie game. We head to the top of the 9th inning. It's a 5-3 Wildcats lead. It's really in the top of the order, due up. And Hebe will come in at second. I think it's the first time I've ever seen Hebe. Swing and a miss. She got rung up there. Sorelli goes down swinging. 1 out. And that brings up Baleen Curtis. Yeah, but Dean, it was 10 feet away from a tie game. Swing and a miss. She got rung up. 2 straight strikeouts for Blast Archies. And here comes Rustin Baldwin, 0 for 4 today. Popped up behind the plate. Ron Cox is there, and we are now 3 outs away from a game 3. It'll be the top of the Serpents order. Minshew stays in. First up, Carmel Apple.
Ball inside.
1-2.
No.
Misses outside.
Zero.
Swing and a miss. She chases low. 2 outs away from game 3, and here is Sheldon Navarre, and that will do it for Fanny Minshew. Biff Hooper will come in. A little bit shaky from Minshew, but she recovered well enough. Sheldon Navarre now. Walking a single. 2-2 count. 1 out. This one's fouled again. And this one is lined to Emma Fury. Throw to first, and we're 1 out away from game 3. And here is Ron Cox. He's gotten on base 3 times tonight with 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Aggie, you're saving Oldman for game 3. That's what it is.
That's
2-1.
down.
One foul. 2-2. That one just misses the zone. Full count. 2 outs. Ron Cox. Swing to left. Baldwin to throw to first. In time. And we're going to be going to game 3 tonight between the Wildcats and the Serpents. Wildcats get themselves a much needed win. And we will have at least 3 games tonight. It was that 4th inning that proved to be the difference. 12 hits to 8. Everyone getting in on the action for the Wildcats except for Baldwin. Chico Island with that 2 RBI single. And then in terms of the Serpents, just not enough hitting. Olsen and Rodriguez were able to generate, as well as Morrison, but top of the lineup just couldn't produce. Wall did get that 2 RBI single, but had plenty of opportunities to get runners in before and just didn't get them through. Becky Mess will end up getting the win. Stitch Overley is going to get the loss. It does turn into 5 earned runs. So I guess all of those, that Morrison error off of his glove was ruled a hit, as well as his jump was also ruled a hit, which I think makes sense. Biff Hooper gets a save. Starts of the game, Mac Rodriguez, Emmett Fury, Becky Mess. So that'll do it for game number 1. The Wildcats are going to force a game 3. So Dean, as well as Aggie, just Discord send me any changes to your lineup if you want to make them. You've got about 45 minutes, as we're going to head to, right after this, Skulls and High Rollers. Skulls have a 1-game lead. Will they clinch it and head to the conference finals? Tune in. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Nothing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now,
All right, we're heading into game number 2 of the evening. We've got ourselves Skulls and High Rollers. Fantastic performance from Bruce Hot Mike last night. As the Skulls have a 1-0 series lead, they'll look to close this out and head into the Epic Conference Finals as the number 1 seed. High Rollers looking to disrupt and force a game 3, and as many have pointed out, continue the trend of all the epic games going into the final one. This one's popped up to Ken Strudley for the first out, and here's Brock Yellow. Paul Bean getting the start for the High Rollers, and we'll see Jess Tumblow, former Dragon, for the Skulls. Glad to have you all with us. Glad to see you, Donut. I feel like I haven't seen you at all, Donut, because I was very involved with casting in the beginning part of the season when your team wasn't playing. And then the second part of the season, I wasn't as involved, and Yellow earns a walk. So it's nice to see you in chat. Nice to see everyone in chat. Let's see how many we can peak tonight here for the conference semifinals. Great to be with all 13 of you. This one's right to Turnpike, and then, oh no! What was that? Turnpike throws to second, it goes off the glove, back to Turnpike to throw to first, not in time. Oh no, Wally Wally. Buddy pal, instead of a Dragon special, it turns on first and second with 1 out for Denver Brainstorm. And if there's one team you do not want to allow to just get on base willy-nilly, it's the Skulls. Full counts. And there's a walk, so we go from a potential end of the inning to bases loaded with 1 out. And here's Carl Henry. 1-1. This is inside. 2-1. Swings low. This one's deep into left. Runners will tag. Long stop. Make the throw to third. Runner at second will stay, but it's now 1-0 Skulls as they strike first here in game number 2. Rick Maniac. One difference, Dean, is Morrison's were not ruled errors, which I agree with because that one diving was pretty far off, and then the catch one that went above his head was just really high. This one's into left, tracking in his long stop, and he makes the catch. So it could have been much worse, but the Skulls still capitalize off of the woolly air. It's 1-0 heading to the bottom of the first inning. And here is Alex Longstop facing off against Jess Tumblow. Was the best number 3 pitcher in the league with the Dragons and is now quite possibly one of the best number 2 pitchers in the league with the Skulls. And the best number 2 pitcher in the league gets a leadoff walk to Longstop. A little bit of a change in the lineup for the High Rollers is Becky Foe now batting second after last night. And the reward is what is actually a Dragon special. High Rollers, specifically Wally Wooly, take note. That's how you turn a Dragon special. Big Turnpike. Former Moonshot, former Gaucho. Whoa, was that too real? Was that too real? I haven't cast him forever. It's great to be back on. Full count, 2 outs. And he gets rung up there. Jess Tumblow recovers from a leadoff walk. We head to the top of the second inning. It'll be Intense Raskeller and Dinklage Morgoon due up for the Skulls. Yo, is J-Wad in the chat? Yo, is J-Wad? Someone ping J-Wad. Get him in here. As that one's up the middle. Leadoff single for the Skulls.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14.
And here is Randy Raskeller. Liv Polbeam with their 33rd pitch. And this is in Turbite. They've got a chance to Wooly. To first, they turn a dragon special. There you go, Wally Wooly. That's gotta feel better. That's gotta feel so much better. But then you give up the bomber special there. Still 2 outs, runner on first. And here is Benjamin Botley, top of the order. I'm not gonna lie, if Wooly drops that for a second time, I would have lost it. Wooly throw to first, and he is back to his old field himself. And to the bottom of the second inning, home side down by 1. Wally Wooly still intends after dropping that ball. But he was able to turn the dragon special, and he also made a throw to first. So let's see if he can recover, and as Donut Boy is talking about, make up for it here. Down 0-2 to Tumblo, and he is chasing low. And Z is run up there. Beautiful curveball from Jess Tumblo, and Wooly goes sit down on the bench. Max range, first round pick. Been starting for the High Rollers all season, as this one is right to Rick Maniac for the second out. Ken Strudley. And this one is right to Dinklage Morgoon. Throw to first in time for the third out. 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the third inning. Brock Yellow, Kipshaw, Denver Brainstorm due up for the Skulls.
The right fielder, number 3.
Inside.
3-1 from Liv Bean. Swung on, and that one's just off the glove, and Max Range still a chance to get him out, and beats it out. Most likely will be called a single there. And here is Kip Shaw. And that one's going to be right past the glove of Max Range there. Jarris G Baby Evans makes the throw in. Back-to-back singles to lead things off here for the Skulls of Rock.
The designated hitter, number 6.
And here is Denver Brainstorm. Many quality acquisitions for J-Watt and the Skulls, but one of the steals is definitely Denver Brainstorm, as that is off of the glove. The camera's wigging out. First chance to second and third, but it's a 3-0 to Brainstorm. And it's a walk anyways. 4-pitch walk from Bean, and she's in trouble here.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Bases loaded, no outs, and here is Carl Henry, and he can do some damage here. And that's right to Weiss. Throw to second in time, throw to first. And that's the second Dragon special that Wooly has turned. He's recovering. Runner now at third. It's 2-0 Skulls. 2 outs for Rick Maniac. Turnpike, throw to first in time for the third out. You telling me go home? Oh, you're throw the ball home. All right, I'm on the same page. We're watching baseball. Bottom of the third inning. I thought I was being called out. I'm not going to South Carolina until I have to. I'm loving Florida right now. And plus, I'm at a house that now has good internet. Glad to be back on the call. And earns a leadoff walk there. So here comes Sam Pecorino.
Number 11.
It would have been close at home. If it's a one-run game, you get to bring that up. But I think that was the right decision to just turn the Dragon special, especially now that Wooly remembers how to catch and throw a ball. Into right. Brock Yellow there to make the first out. Someone clip it and see how easy it would have been. I want to see how easy this would have been. Locked in Jess Tumblo facing Jarris G Baby Evans. And G Baby lines that one, or bloops it, into left, and runners are now going to be at second and third with one out, and top of the order, Alex Longstop.
Fielder number
And Jess Tumlo no longer locked in. Only at 34 pitches. Can the High Rollers do some damage here? This one deep into right, and that one's at least going to advance the runner, and it will. Brock Yellow will make the catch at the track. Especially with the height of these walls out here in Red Rock, that could have easily been over. Runners will tag. It's 2-1 now with the runner on third for Becky Foe. We were one swing away from High Rollers blowing this game into a lead for them. And that'll be a walk for Becky Foe. Runners on the corners for Vic Turnpike.
the shortstop number 20.
Great opportunity here for the High Rollers. Can they take advantage? Runner will take off for a second. The throw is not in time. Becky Foe barely beats it out. 3-1 now to Vic Turnpike. And he's going to earn a walk. That was a spicy steal play. And the bases are now loaded for Wally Woolley. The bases are loaded with 2 outs for Wally Woolley. 2-1, Skulls of Rock lead, bottom of the third. I love it. It's 2-1. 3-1 to Wally Woolley. Nowhere to put him. Finds it, and the bases are loaded in the bounce and he strikes out! Wally Woolley! Wally Woolley strikes out with the bases loaded in a full count. Oh, Wally Woolley.
Number 8.
I don't even know if my call was coherent there. And this one is jacked into left center, heading deep to the track, to the wall. And it's just getting from bad to it. I wasn't even paying attention. I just heard smack and looked up, and it's now 3-1 Skulls. Oh my gosh. I actually know for a fact that my call there was not coherent English. Oh my gosh. I know as a commentator I'm supposed to be non-biased. But oh, Wally Woolley. Oh man. 2-2, Randy Raskeller. Paul Bean about to throw her 59th pitch. Pop top, Paul Bean will make the call. And one out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting the shortstop.
Man, it is only 3-1 in the top of the 4th, but it feels like this game is at 5,000 different dimensions so far. Into center. Ken Charlie there for the second out. Go back to the top of the order for the Skulls. Benjamin Botley. One, two. To the right, and a diving catch by Kenya Weist. A home run, though, makes it a 3-1 Skulls game. Brain Strudley Weiss due up for the High Rollers.
Number 89.
Inside.
I've never seen a boy that big make a catch that big. That was a full extent diving catch into foul territory for Weist. And he's a big boy. Caught by Kyle Henry for the first out.
The center fielder.
Ken Strudley.
Number 10.
Raskeller, throw to first. In time for the second out.
Now batting.
Whitney, I only care about teams that are in the postseason right now. 2-1 to Kenya Weist. Foul ball, 2-2. Was that harsh? Was that a little bit too harsh? Weist to Morgan, throw the first in time. 1-2-3, we head to the top of the 5th inning. It's 3-1 Skulls.
batting, the right fielder.
Yeah, that's why no one's talking about the ball players, moonshots, or dragons either. This one fouled just over the line. 0-2. Popped up to the left. Long stop. Makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 32.
Kipshaw. This one into right. This is heading deep, but at the warning track is Evans for the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 6.
Oh my gosh, Jonette. I've got a great idea. Full count, 2 outs. Woolley, throw to first in time. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Name suggestions.
Number 11.
Check the name suggestions. Meals Fad Band. 2-2 to Sam Pecorino. Popped up. And making the grab is Botley for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1.
Jarius G Baby Evans. 2-1 count. As a reminder, if you're watching this game right now and you haven't submitted your players for season 6, what are you doing? Get to the Discord, get that link and submit. You can submit up to 3 players. What are you doing here? Morgoon, diving stop, throw to first in time. Just beats the runner. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It's 3-1 Skulls. What are you doing? Three. You can submit 3 players, 2 pitchers and a field player, or 2 field players and a pitcher. It's for free. 2 of them can even be good players. That one's right up the middle. Ken Starley will settle.
Now batting, the catcher,
Rick Maniac.
number 23.
And that's off of the glove of Vic Turnpike. And would you know it? It's the 2nd failed Turn Dragon special for the High Rollers tonight. Oh, man. Man, it just feels bad, man. Woolley, throw to second in time, throw to first. Not in time, but they did get it out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14.
Randy Raskeller, runners on first and third with 1 out. Lid Polbean, got lots of runs. Runner will stay at third. So runners on second and third now with 2 outs, and it's Dinklage Morgoon. Polbean throwing her 83rd pitch. You know, if you had told me that Lib Polbean, well, I was going to say through 6 innings had only given up 3 runs, but that's just not the case anymore, as that one's into the plate, and it's past Pecorino. And it's 5-1 Skulls. And now Tipsy Reynolds comes in.
35.
But the damage has been done here. Before that single by Morguna, if you had told me that Lib Polbean would have pitched 6 innings against the Skulls and only given up 3 runs, I would have said that's a pretty good outing. Right to Vic Turnpike. And despite the infield, the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bo Turnpike Woolley, 5-1 game for the Skulls.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And they need to start getting some runs. They need to start getting to Tumblo. Woolley arc time, and now Vic Turnpike arc time. 2-2. Up the middle, and that's a leadoff single for Becky Foe. And the first attempt at a redemption arc is going to be Vic Turnpike. Could have had a Dragon special last inning to keep this a 3-1 game. Instead, it's 5-1, and here he is now to redeem himself. 2-1. Popped up into right. And Brock Yellow should have that pretty easily, and he does for the first out. So redemption arc number 1 has failed, and now it's time for redemption arc number 2, Wally Woolley. He failed to turn a Dragon special. He struck out. He then struck out with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And what would have given them a lead. And now, he's at an 0-1, 1 out, runner on first, here in the bottom of the 6th inning, down 5-1. And this time, he hits it right to Kipshaw for out number 2. Brings out Max Range, who made a fantastic dive to the right and still missed the ball. And that one is caught. So the 3 infielders who have struggled for the High Rollers defensively are the 3 reasons why a leadoff single leads to nothing for the High Rollers. I'm sorry, Toda. Brings up Brock Hill top of the 7th inning. 5-1, Skulls lead. And that one's right at the middle for a leadoff single.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 32.
Hey, Dean, how about you just focus on getting your team to win next game? How about that, instead of calling me biased? 2-1 to Kipshaw. Full count. To the right. Caught by Evans. Runner will hold at first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 6.
Denver Brainstorm 0 for 1, 2 walks. Focus on the fact that you don't have tough Bayfum. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 12.
Carl Henry, 2 outs. And this one is caught by a long stop for the 3rd out. It's to the bottom of the 7th inning. Strudley, Weiss, Pecorino due up for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the center fielder.
I'm just saying, Dean, if you want tough baseball, you got to be nice to me. First pitch swung on right to Morgoon. Throw to first in time for out number 1. It's, oh, guys, I missed the 7th inning stretch call. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. FiSack here on the call for the final day of the Epic Conference semifinals. Be sure that you're following the official SSBL Twitch. Send us a Prime Gaming sub our way if you have a free one. We would greatly appreciate it. But if not, make sure you're a part of the Discord where you can submit players as we are heading into the final days of the Season 5 here. Conference finals next week, and then Super Series first week of January. And there's a walk with 1 out. Brings up Sam Pecorino, who is, not surprisingly, like most of the High Rollers infield, tense. 1-2. Swing and a miss. She rang him up. 2 outs now, and here is G-Baby Evans. Tumblo locked in with 97, now 98 pitches. This will probably be her last batter. That one is right to Botley. Throw to first in time. We're through 7. It's a 5-1. Skulls lead.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Rick Maniac. Into left field. Long stop. Just before the track. We'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 8.
There's been errors. Wildly intense. Lots of errors, lots of walks. 2-2. Out back, we'll do it again. This one line down the left side, foul. And this one out to long stop bat left before the warning track for out number 2. Randy Raskeller. There's a lot of tense players in this game on both sides of the ball. Right to Wally Woolley for out number 3. High Rollers down to the last 6 outs of the season. Top of the order due up. And we'll see if Jess Tumblo is going to stay in here. And she will. So a locked in Jess Tumblo throwing her 100th pitch. Facing Alex Longstop. High Rollers maybe have a gift here with them keeping Jess Tumblo in right now. And they're going to take advantage of that. Longstop up the middle for a leadoff single. And we'll see if they take out Tumblo here. As it's Becky Foe. That will be it for Jess Tumblo. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks. And Dante Smalls out of the frying pan into the fire. Morgoon, Botley, Henry. And just like that, the leadoff single is erased. Big Turnpike. Just foul, 1-2. And he gets rung up there. We're heading into the 9th inning as the Skulls are about to lock up the conference final berth. Jadiklis Morgoon in the top of the order. Right to Reynolds, so the first in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 21.
Top of the order. Botley right back to Reynolds, and same thing happens. 2 outs.
Now batting,
Rock
the
Yellow.
right fielder, number 3.
Reynolds has been solid, but fortunately came in a little bit too late. Nope. 2-2 the count. This one's foul. And he gets rung up there. 1-2-3, we get to the bottom of the 9th inning. And Wally Woolley is leading off. Skulls have a 5-1 lead. 3 outs before the Skulls head to the conference finals. And Dante Smalls will look to take them there off of his back. And Wally Woolley gets the single! He gets ahead, and that's gonna be at least a double for Wally Woolley. Has the arc started? A leadoff double. And that brings up max range.
Number 89.
Quickly 2-0 to max range. Quickly 3-0 to max range. Swings out what would have been ball 4, foul. Takes the strike inside, full count. And that one's up the middle. Botley throw to first in time for the first out. Runner will advance to third. Ken Strudley.
Center fielder, number 10.
Runner on third. 5-1 game. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. High Rollers fighting to stay in. Smalls throw the first in time for out number 2. And the Skulls are 1 out away from the epic conference finals. Kenya Weist. He made a big boy play at third. Can he make a big boy play here? Pops this into shallow left. And the Skulls are heading to the epic conference finals. Sympathy for Donut. Congrats to J-Watt and the Skulls. As really it was the Jess Tumblo show here. 5-1. 2 errors for the High Rollers. Just really, I mean, that first Vic Turnpike to Wally Wooly, back to Vic Turnpike, throw to first, not in time, kind of set the aura of the game. 2 for 4, Brock Yellow. Wiley Intense with that deep shot. Jess Tumblo, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. Dante Smalls, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Paul Bean, 5.2 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks. Wiley Intense, Jens Tumblo, and Jadinkins Morgoon, your stars of the game. So we'll see the Skulls next week. And who are they going to play? We'll find out. Don't go away. Will it be the Wildcats or the Serpents? Coming up, game number 3 right here on Twitch. We are heading to the final game of the evening, final game of the Epic Conference semifinals. Serpents, Wildcats, we're here at Tiger Den. And the evening, the stakes are higher. Who will face the Skulls? The #1 seed in the conference. Ivy Bauer gets the start for the Wildcats. And Whitney makes the catch there. Yes, Zine, she did hit the ball. As here's Sean Devar. 1 out. The dribbler, diving attempt by Bauer. Fury to Hiker for the 2nd out. And Ron Cox. Right to Fury, 1, 2, 3. We quickly go to the bottom of the 1st inning as we'll get our first look at Grin Campbell. Former Gaucho. Here with the Serpents, and see how he performs here as this one is out to the right, and that one gets down. A leadoff single. Morrison will tally it up there. Rustin Baldwin. And this one is heading deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. A 2-run home run for the Wildcats as they take the lead in Game 3. And just like that, Gordon Campbell is tense. Henry steps on the bag for out #1. Brings up Alan Hiker. One, 2. This is outside, 2-2. This one is launched deep into center field. This time, Randor Theodorus is there for the 2nd out. Emmett Fury. Number 1-1 the count. Gets in there for a strike. Just misses down low. Foul ball will do the 2-2. And this one is line 2 first. Carroll Henry steps on the bag for the 3rd out. 2-run home run makes the Wildcats 2-0 leaders here in game #3.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, number 11.
Wildcats, the #2 seed, looking to advance to face on the #1 seed, the Serpents. The #6 seed looking to just cause a whole bunch of trouble, as Randall Wall will earn a walk.
Now batting, the 1st baseman, number 44.
How many branches, Whitney? Carroll Henry, 2-0. Two. This one is swung on. Nice grab by Rustin Baldwin at 3rd. Stick that arm up there.
Number 7.
For the 1st out, Yeti Olsen. Swings at strike 1. And that one just drops down in front of Bobby Jimbo. He had a single last game, he had a double last game, and he had a flyout last game. But he doesn't like to talk about that. Wildcats still got the win, 5-3. And that one, a nice grab by Emmett Fury.
Now batting, the center.
Looks at what happened at 3rd and says, how about I one-up you? 2 outs. And here is Randor Theodorus. And right to Rustin Baldwin. So 3 nice snags, 1 incredible one from Emmett Fury. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. And here is Bobby Jimbo. He had a single last game. He had a double last game. What's he gonna do here? What's he gonna do here in the bottom of the second with the 2-2 count? Let's find out. He's gonna ground out to Cale Henry, who throws to Grant Campbell and steps on the bag for the first out. See, Apple in season 4, Gaucho's second. Apple traded, became a pick swap that eventually became Hamish, Rifleman. And also the Ron Fielder's season 6 first round. And that second round Gaucho pick was traded to the Cyclones in a package that got me Dixon and the season 6 Cyclone pick. It's a lot of picks. I don't know if you know this, but Whitney likes to trade for picks. That's right up the middle past Campbell. Whitney and picks. Name another iconic duo, which gives me an idea. Whitney Picks is the latest name suggestion. One to Dash Bingo. 1-2. Another foul ball. 1 out, runner on first here in the bottom of the second inning, and this one is into shallow right, and making the grab is Leon Morrison for the second out. He's up Jillian Sorelli, bottom of the order for the Wildcats. One, 2. Misses inside, 2-2. Full count, 2 outs. Runner will go here. Swung right to Cale Henry. Step on the bag for the third out. We head to the top of the third inning. Serpents down 2-0. Morrison and top of the order due up.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
2-0. Quickly 3-0 to Morrison. Finally finds the zone. Full count to Morrison. Swing and a miss. Sheer rang him up. First strikeout of the game. And it's 1 out now with Carmel Apple up. Has not been hitting well. Would like to find the right side of the ball here. This one's behind the plate. Will it stay in? No, just off of the net. That backstop is real short there. 2-2. Swing and a miss, but it's off the glove of Sorelli. The throw to first is in time. Sorelli guns it. And 2 outs now. Man, there was a lot of talk when it happened and currently about the Jillian Sorelli and Alex Hatman trade between the Wildcats and the Dragons. And right now, the Wildcats are leading 2-0, potentially on the way to an Effort Conference final, with Jillian Sorelli being great as ever, one of the best defensive catchers in the game. And to those of you who thought that the Dragons shelled the Wildcats for that, take a look at what's happening now. Bottom of the third inning, 2-0 Wildcats. It's Billy and Curtis due up first. 1-2. Fouled off. Popped up. Right center. Shallow. Leon Morrison makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 30.
Bottom line is that trade gave the Wildcats what they needed. They need a catcher. They got a pretty dang good one. And they definitely have a suitable replacement in center. As Alex Hatman is a phenomenal hitter, but they now have Bobby Jimbo in center, who obviously isn't a phenomenal hitter, but is really decent. Whitney popped up, left center. Theodoros will settle under it and makes the grab. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Cox, while Henry due up for the Serpents.
Now batting, the catcher, number 37.
We've got 20 viewers tonight. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Make sure you are part of the Discord. Links are in the channel. And that'll be a leadoff walk to Ron Cox. Miranda Wall now had numerous opportunities in game number 2 to get runs on the boards for the Serpents and only converted on one of them. See if she can turn that tide around here. One swing away from a tie game. Runner's gonna take off for a second. The throw in time. Jillian Sorelli guns him down. 1 out. Full count now to Wall. Swing and a miss. She got rung up there. Bauer locked in. As here is Carol Henry. Two one. This is low. Into right, it's shallow, and it is caught by Bailey Curtis. Emmett Fury dived about 20 feet, and Curtis just caught it right in front of him. We're into the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Alan Hiker to lead things off.
22.
Hey, Whitney, can you send me that Delia play? So, like, message it me on Discord so I'll remember to watch it. Because I do want to watch it, but I know I'm going to forget about it unless you send it to me. 2-2 to Hiker. And that one's going to get through the gap. Dar will settle it in. It'll be a leadoff single for the Wildcats. And here is the 20-foot diving Emmett Fury.
Number 31.
Bottom of the 4th. No outs. Runner on first. Wildcats lead 2-0 in game number 3. And that one's right at the middle. It'll be runners on first and second with no outs here for the Wildcats. In the bottom of the 4th inning, and here comes Bobby Jimbo. He's an RBI man. He's got some locked-in stats. Bobby Jimbo, he had a single last game. He had a double last game. And ladies and gents, he's got to fly out this game. 1 out here. Chico Island. Already has a single. This one hit hard and deep in the right, but DeVar is there. Runner thought about tagging up, but decides not to. And that brings up Dash Bango. Bottom of the order here for the Wildcats. And that one's going to drop down. And the Wildcats, as DeVar touches their glove, is not able to get it. It's now 3-0. Wildcats score a run. And the base runners on first and third with 2 outs for Jillian Sorelli. Chance for her to really put the Wildcats in charge here. 1-2 count. 72nd pitch from Campbell. Swing! Gonna miss. She got rung up there. And the Wildcats runners on first and second with no outs, but they only get 1 out of it. Heading to the top of the 5th inning, and it's Yeti Olsen. Bauer locked in. 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts so far in 4 innings pitched. That was their 60th pitch, and he got right up there. Swing and a miss, Yeti Olsen. Ivy Bauer, 4th strikeout of the night. Mac Rodriguez. The Serpents just need to find any way to get some hits. Because if you can't get past Ivy Bauer, how are you going to get past Hal Oldman? And Mac Rodriguez, he sits into left center. That's striking deep to the track. And caught by Bobby Jimbo right before the track. Randor Theodorus, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And that's right to Fury. Throw to first in time. 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 Wildcats. It's the top of the order. Due up. Baleen Curtis. 1 for 2 with a single so far tonight. Right. 0-2. Fouls this one off. We'll do the 0-2 again. And she got rung up there. Baleen Curtis gets caught looking. Grin Campbell strikes her out to start out the bottom of the 5th inning. And here is Rustin Baldwin. He had the 2-run home run to start things off in the bottom of the 1st inning. Set the precedent for the Wildcats. It's an 0-2 right in front of Cox. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Brings up Whitney, 0 for 2 so far today. Grin Campbell about to throw his 82nd pitch. 4.2 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts for the former Gaucho. And as Whitney made note of, the former Bomber. Right to Carol Henry, she'll step on the bag. 1-2-3. We're heading to the top of the 6th inning. It's still 3-0 Wildcats. Morrison, top of the order, due up for the Serpents. As they're going to try and find a way past Ivy Bauer. Only 1 hit so far tonight. Morrison's got a couple had a couple singles in game number 2, and this one is deep, heading to the wall, and oh, by a centimeter is just foul. Oh, that was so close. 2-2 swung out the other direction. This is heading deep and off of the wall. Could have been caught. And 3rd time's the charm. It's no home run, but it's a leadoff single for Morrison. Someone clip that and see how close it was. I mean, that was like centimeters from hitting the foul pole. Runner on first, top of the order, Carmel Apple. Would be a great time for her to find her hitting ways again. And that one is gonna be a hit into left. Chico Island will cover, so back-to-back singles. Runners on first and second here in the top of the 6th. And here is Shalon Navar.
Number 9.
And this one is hit deep, but foul. 1 swing away from a tie game. Ivy Bauer about to throw her 79th pitch, still locked in. Right to Fury, to second, to first, and it's a Dragon special. Runner now on 3rd, and here is Ron Cox with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And he gets rung up there. Ivy Bauer gives up back-to-back singles, and the Serpents get nothing. Into the bottom of the 6th inning, Hiker will lead things off for the Wildcats as they have a 3-0 lead, and that will do it for Grin Campbell. Doug Day will come in for the Serpents. 0-1. Two 2-1 swung on. This is deep into left and caught by Carmel Apple on the line drive. Brings up Emmett Fury.
Number
31. 3-1 to Fury. And he earns himself a walk. Here comes Bobby Jimbo. He's 0 for 2 today. He had a single last game. The runner's going to take off for a second. The throw, not in time as it dribbles in front of Morrison. And Bobby Jimble's now an RBI, man. What can he do here? What can Bobby Jimbo do? Check out on the runner at second. Bobby Jimbo's got a 1-1 with 1 out. And Bobby Jimbo, he's going to earn himself another fly out. DeVar makes the catch. Runner's going to take off for third. The throw from DeVar. It's got a lot of depth. And for the second time in this series, DeVar guns down a runner. When will they learn?
Now batting the third baseman.
We're heading to the top of the 7th inning. It's 3-0. Veranda Wall leads things off. Wall pops it up. Fury's there for the first out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 44.
1-1 to Carroll Henry. Takes the ball low. 2-2 the count. Going on. Picked up by Baldwin. The throw to first. In time for out number 2.
Now batting
Brings up Yeti Olsen.
number 7.
0-2 to Olsen. Pops this one into right. They go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the middle of the inning. Want to thank everyone for tuning in for the Epic Conference semifinals. If you've enjoyed this, make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Maybe send us a Prime Gaming sub if you have one spare lying around. Make sure you're part of the Discord as we are heading to the final days of Season 5. You'll want to tune in for next week for conference finals, as we're going to be having duo casts, as that one's right up the middle. Leadoff single for the Wildcats. Play-by-play and color for the conference finals and for the Super Series this year. It's going to be great. You don't want to miss it. So make sure that you are a part of everything SSBL. This one flied out to right. DeVar is there for the first out.
Now batting the catcher, number 4.
And that one's out into right, and that one's going to get down, and that could have been a ton of extra bases. DeVar misjudges it. Runners are now on first and third as we go to the top of the order after the Sorelli single. And it's Baleen Curtis here with 1 out. Wildcats with a chance to get some insurance runs here. 2-1 the count. 2-2. Popped up foul. Full count now to Baleen Curtis. Swing! Got a machine! Got rung up there. Doug Day gets the strikeout, and it brings up Rustin Baldwin. Whereas on first and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rio to Rustin Baldwin. And the walk king gives another. Bases are gonna be loaded now for Whitney. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Wildcats lead 3-0 in game 3. Winner take all, and that one's gonna get down for extra bases. And the Wildcats have earned themselves some insurance runs. Runners from second and third will come around and score. It'll be a 2 RBI single, and it's now 5-0 Wildcats with runners on first and third. And that one's gonna get past Ron Cox. Runner's gonna advance the second throw, not gonna be in time. Runners now in scoring position for Alan Hiker. Pops this one into right. DeVar is there and will make the grab. With the Wildcats add 2 more. We're heading to the top of the 8th inning. Serpents down to the last 6 outs of the season as the Wildcats looking to punch their ticket to the Epic Conference Finals. Ivy Bauer has just been phenomenal this game. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Pitched well above her pay grade. 2-2, right to Bauer. Throw to first in time for out number 1.
Now batting
Randor Theodorus.
Number 8.
And this one is launched. This is heading deep. Back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. The Serpents get on the board as it's now a 5-1 game after that solo shot. Randor Theodorus puts the Serpents on. Brings up Leon Morrison, and that'll do it for Ivy Bauer. In comes Rin Tosaka. And is that what the Serpents need to get back on track? Morrison had that near homer on the left side. Missed by centimeters. He's got a 2-2 count here against Tosaka. Chance for the Serpents as it's not Al Oldman. And he is rung up there. Kyle looking. Tosaka rings out the catch register, and it's 2 outs now with Caramel Apple up. Well, I mean, I would take Rin Tosaka over Hal Oldman. And I think I speak for the majority when I say that, as it's now 3-1 from Tosaka. Just gets top of the zone, full count, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning to Apple. And Apple watches that one. So runner on first, and here is Shalyn Devar. She's tense. She's 0 for 3. She's got a runner at first, and she's got 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Serpents down to the last 4 outs of the season if they want to try and get to the Epic Conference Finals. Says runner's going to take out for a second to throw. Not in time. Runner gets in there safely, but it was a strike 1-2 count. And that one's right back to Tosaka. Throw to first in time for out number 3. And bottom of the 8th inning now. Fury Jimbo Island due up for the Wildcats, as they'll look to get some insurance runs and head to the 9th so that they have a date with the Skulls in what would be a very high-powered series. Serpents looking to spoil that, though, but they'll need to get out of this inning unscathed. Fury pops up. That'll help with that as Cox makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 2.
Bobby Jimbo. He's 0 for 3. He had a single and a double last game. He's got lots of pop-ups this game. What's he gonna do with a 1-2 count and 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning? He's gonna line it up the middle, and he's got himself a single. Bobby Jimbo, you did it. As that'll bring up Chico Island now, 2 for 3, 2 singles. Doug Day back down to tense. And that one's right to the glove of Yeti Olsen. Sure hands there for the second out. And here is Dash Bango. Last out of the inning. This one into right, and that one's gonna get down. Runner will head towards third. Will they turn the corner? Devar will throw to the cutoff man. Mars coming home. Cameron Helly, the throw home. Not in time. Wildcats out a run. It's 6-1 with Julian Strelly up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That ball just too deep. Runner on first, 2 outs, 2-1 count. Bottom of the 8th inning. Wildcats have a 6-1 lead. And it's 3-1 now. And that's another walk from Doug Day. Brings up Bailey Curse. Runners on first and second. And that's going to do it for Doug Day. Blast Hard Cheese will come in relief. And man, I mean, if you didn't think that this game was already out of hand, I mean, Bailey Curtis is one swing away from just making this almost impossible. And she lines that into right. Devar will throw home. Runners will stay. Bases are loaded. 2 outs for Rustin Baldwin. He's already got a 2-run homer to start things off in the bottom of the 1st inning. Can he make this a celebratory grand slam? No, he's gonna foul this into the foul territory. Oh no, Ron Cox drops it! Ron Cox drops it! Are you kidding? Is Rustin Baldwin gonna launch this? No, all right. Morrison, throw to first. It doesn't turn into anything. Everyone take a deep breath. Everyone take a deep breath.
The catcher.
It ended up in nothing, and the issue is that Ron Cox is now rattled. Serpents down to the last 3 outs. As the Wildcats looking ahead to the Epic Conference Finals. Of course, that's how this game went out. We've had some wacky games here in the Epic Conference Semifinals, Day 2. This one's popped up into left center. Coming in from center and making the catch is Bobby Jimbo for out number 1.
Now batting, the
Miranda
third
Wall, Serpents down to the last 2 outs. Will the Serpents bullshit stop here? Diving attempt by Whitney, the throw to first. Not in time, Miranda Wall beats it out.
Now batting, the
Brings up Carroll Henry now, runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Serpents need 5. This one is gonna drop down. A hit into left center, runner will advance to third. It'll be at least a double. Runner's gonna come home. It'll be an RBI double for Henry, and it's now 6-2, and this game is not over.
shortstop, number 7.
Yeti Olsen. And that one's right to Fury. They're gonna go to third, and they catch Carroll Henry in a pickle. Does the AI know how to do this? Carroll Henry is getting tired. Fury will make the tag here. 2 outs, 1 left.
The designated
Runner on first, and the Wildcats are 1 out away from heading to the Epic Conference Finals. Aggie is a nominee for Manager of the Year. And he is now 2 strikes away from heading his team to the Epic Conference Finals. Whitney, the throw to first in time. And the Serpents bullshit stops, and the Wildcats are heading to a date with the Skulls. Sympathy goes out to the Serpents. They had a great season in an incredibly competitive division. They upset the ball players in the divisional round, not able to convert a game 1 series win into a series win, a game 1 win into a series win. Wildcats come back from 1 game down, win 2 today. They get the win against Grin Campbell. As we'll take a look at some final stats before we wrap up here. 12 hits for the Wildcats. I mean, Ivy Bauer is just phenomenal. For what, 7.2 innings. Really limited the damage for the Serpents and really just made it too late for them. Not a lot of hitting happening. That giant shot from Baldwin got things going. Everyone getting a hit for the Wildcats. Dash Bango 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Gritton Campbell gets the last 3 earned runs in 5 innings. Doug Day did have 3 walks, living up to his name. Ivy Bauer, 7.1 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run. Pitched well outside of her league and got the job done for the Wildcats today. And not surprisingly, she is your first star of the game. Rustin Baldwin, your second. Randor Theodoris, your third. Well, ladies and gents, that is going to do it for this week. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you are following the channel. If you're not a part of the Discord, what are you doing? Join the Discord. It's going to be a hectic end of the season schedule. You're going to have the Heroic and Epic alternating games starting Monday. Most likely time, we're probably going to be aiming for 7 p.m. Central. Possibly 8 p.m. Central. We will keep you updated. As we know, it's going to be a duo cast. You're going to want to tune in. We'll have Lumberjacks and Retrievers. We'll have Skulls and Wildcats. Sure to be a great series as we head towards the Super Series to close out Season 5 and to close out 2020. I'm Fisac. Thanks for joining. Skulls sweep the series against the High Rollers. Wildcats get the reverse sweep over the Serpents to get to the conference finals. It's been a great evening. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week right here on Twitch.